We're trying to decenter men in our lives, but sometimes this journey is really tough. So today, for example, I came to pick up my daughter from basketball and I was waiting for her in the waiting area. It's outdoor in their schoolyard and it's not one of the basketball and soccer courts. It's just sitting area that people can hang out while waiting. But everyone comes to the schoolyard to play ball with their kids after school. So there was a dad there with 3 or 4 kids. They were playing soccer in the middle of this waiting area. And I was there with another mom and we were just talking while waiting for our kids to come out. And we noticed that it's really hard to just sit and talk because this dad was basically shouting to his kids and they were playing this soccer just on top of us and we got the balls rolling on us and it was really unpleasant. We tried to kind of gently tell this dad to move somewhere so that they're not in our space so much, but he basically ignored us. Please, we want to sit here without being afraid that balls are gonna be bombarded in our faces. Like a few seconds ago, we were just witnessed you were kicking a ball straight into your own kid's face and he started crying. I don't want to be the next one to have a ball kicked on my face. So his response was, why don't you move to another place then? I don't want to move to another place. I want to wait here to my daughter to finish her class. Sometimes when you're unconsidering to your environment and surrounding and taking all the public space by your shouting voice and your presence, this is just male privilege, obviously. This would be the only way also to teach his kids how to be considerate on their peers and the surroundings. And this is the opposite of what he did. He told his kids, we're not going to give up. We are not giving up. And I said, this is exactly the problem. Why wouldn't you give up when you're being so inconsiderate? I admit I lashed out because I was so upset how he took over the space with his really high tone of voice. So I had to raise my tone of voice to tell him that he's taking up all the space and there are other people here and it's disturbing. When he saw his kid was crying, he was like, oh my God, you have to apologize. You have to apologize. Anyway, this whole thing made a scene. And the reason I'm telling you this whole story is that trying to decenter men in my life has been a struggle because I'm trying to put myself, my space in the public area. I'm not going to let this man take over this whole space just because his entitlement, and I'm going to say something. But the actual result of that was giving this man my energy because I felt depleted after that. So what do we do in these situations? Because I feel like I want to give them less of my energy, but I have no alternative here. I don't know. I would love some input about it because it's been frustrating, this trying to preserve my energy for my fellow female and myself and not have to spend my energy on men, but also not being able to stand up for myself without spending all this energy on men who are taking more than they deserve. He was teaching his kids how to be exactly the same, just raising another generation of men who act exactly the same.